Yep. Now I know a lot of people are saying they believe it'll be jail time for him, and I'm not completely ruling that out. But
Nah,
I
but
do still think that he just seemed like the
but
type
the
that ain't going to jail.
but the suicide and the shootout with the police is still high because there's a photo with him, Juke, and that little girl,
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
oh, I was
And
like,
I
I don't like where
seen,
this is going, bro.
yeah, I definitely made a prediction out there when I seen that. I said, oh shit. But
Where
I think
y'all be getting these photos from? I don't be on enough social media apparently.
I mean,
they,
everybody posts them, Ronald. Like, if you follow somebody done already made a video, clipped it up. Like Jay, he made his video early. They be on them early. They be on the videos early. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
because we got to. If we
Yeah,
don't fade away.
yeah.
So we
That's
got
that's
to
they
get out
that's
there.
they content cut out for the day. Like, oh, these exclusive photos. Let me go ahead and run these up real quick.
So,
You gonna show some of them here?
yep.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
take
got
it
it.
for
Episode 6 exclusive. Okay.
There's some good ones too, man. I like what they did with
The
it.
stars put them out. Well, they would have to put them out.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I really do feel like that suicide, Marvin suicide, that shit could be that's in like the high 90s for me now, for real.
Now, who came up with that?
You did,
Okay.
yeah. Make sure you
it.
get your credit, nigga. nigga, nigga say, yeah. Make sure you get my credit, nigga.
I
Type
mean,
of-
it's a good theory. I don't know.
Nah, for real though. It definitely expounds on how they've written those characters. You know what I'm saying?
I be forgetting that, bro. I be on StreamYard so much I don't never look at the YouTube side of it. I swear. I just fit this over here. But anyway, he said one of the guys told you Snaps and Pop killed Fame the same way they killed Defcon, killed for a possible snitch. So, are you saying that Defcon was a snitch? I mean, shit, I wouldn't know. I don't know, but
Well, we
how?
know Rock. We know Rock was the snitch.
Yeah, we now that we know.
And see, and I still don't think we've had three. Is it three characters that is? This is the other point that I want to have cleared up. In three different characters have said that Rock killed Defcon. Vanessa said it. How you kill high post in Defcon. Unique said you put them down and take their work. Putting somebody down means kill them.
Right.
And now Breeze is saying it. But Kanan had never heard that Rocket killed his dad. But we know he was locked up.
So it's so interesting with that theory of him being locked up because I mean I am well aware of what you were saying with Howard, basically saying that he went to jail and stayed there. It just is a couple things also that was said that would make you think that you know did this last nigga get out or didn't he? Because when the brother Vernon was talking, he was saying because Kanan said I just want to know what kind of things he said about me, and he said wasn't much to talk about. You and them but a baby. So, and we also know Rock said that with her being pregnant because he was like, it looks good for, his cover. So it just makes me think, like, did they have all that conversation while he was in jail? Like she was visiting him? Or did they have that conversation actually while he was out? Because we know he went in before Kanan was born.
He went in before she got pregnant.
Right.
Exactly. But if we just stick with the facts of what we know, okay, nobody has said that he got out for any period of time. Instead, somebody said he stayed there. So all these people, for some reason, they might believe that Rock killed him, but we don't know when he died.
Yep.
Or how he died.
That's he been in
there locked up till Rock was 20-some years old, and she had him dead up in prison. We just don't know that. That's why I said that's the piece I want to see cleared up. But I don't want to just make up something. I just don't watch it like that. But but we know that they said it's been repeated that she killed him. Now, logically, we say, well, how could she do it if he was locked up?
Exactly, because
but you got these kingpins and queenpins have all these connections and stuff with security guards, police. But when? That's the question. See,
I feel like Howard. I feel like Howard could have played a part in there too, though.
No, why would Howard do it though?
And why didn't the screen say when he died? See, that's the thing. We don't know when he died. Like somebody in your chat saying, I used to think he might have died from AIDS too in prison.
I only said Howard because if she was active CI for Howard, ain't no telling what she was trying to just. Because I mean, that's how she's always tried to get her shit done. Like she gonna kill everybody to get clean or mess up type shit. Like, so maybe she was just trying to clean that mess up with Defcon. She did the same shit to High Post.
Now, see, I don't agree with the point Vern is making. He said he was facing life, but his charges wasn't life sentence type stuff.
So this is what I was gonna say. I found it very interesting because on the computer screen when they were showing Defcon's aliases, his alias, his birthday, what year he went in, and all of that.
His charges.
Right, his charges. Why didn't they have his, death? Because typically you would have that too, like deceased. It would say deceased or something, right? It's crazy.
You would think that's why one of your chats said that Howard would have known if he was, that he was dead. But him and Rock never discussed him being dead. These other folks saying she killed him. She probably set up everybody, High Post too, just like they saying. She set them up. But it's interesting that we know how High Post died, and we even know he died in 86.
Yeah.
Because when we was introduced to High Post, the Kanan said that a year later he was burned for talking. So we even know High Post died in 86.
Yep. So this nigga said Captain Baptiste was involved with famous death under Snaps and Pop payroll. Who the hell you telling that nigga? He just think
pulled out one of them
DeMarcus.
That's no
crazier than other stuff we coming up with, Jay.
You said what?
DeMarcus theories.
That's no crazier than other stuff we coming up with.
Nah, yeah, it is. But we know who did it already. So what the hell Baptiste come from?
But they had a bunch of cops on payroll.
It would be interesting to figure out if Baptiste was dirty the whole time, though.
That would be.
Yeah.
Well, it said it the other day. It's right. Snaps and Pop killed Defcon to eliminate the rest, even if he wasn't gonna snitch. The end justified the means. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I'm going with. What's up, Demarcus? Say right. Would y'all be down to see a show about a younger rock Defcon and High Post?
Yeah,
Defcon is
yeah,
definitely interesting because
yeah.
we hearing so much about the nigga and don't know, and at the same time don't know much about
And they can put snaps and poppers in that bitch too,
it.
cause
Exactly,
you know
because
what I'm saying.
with him dating his sister, they got to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw you another little detail about High Post. In episode 1, Kanan, the narrator, said High Post is the one that really got Rock into the game.
Right, he did say that. So if High Post got her in the game, how did she do something to them?
To DEFCON.
Yeah.
That's the mystery. Who killed DEFCON?
And another thing,
Who done it?
we know that at some point, this is another thing I always wonder. We know at some point Marvin was over them, right? And then he got locked up.
He
And
got
Brock,
set up. He got set up.
right, which I think Brock did that shit, in my opinion. But the point is, he did get locked up, and then that's when Rock took over. So
So you would put Marvin after DEFCON, and like they was coming up right at the same
I
time.
believe so. Yes,
Okay. So she
that's
got
what I always.
both of them out. She took both of them off the board.
Yes, got rid of the both of them at the same time, and then now is all she got to deal with is High Post, and she got rid of him. Breeze would have for sure mentioned Defcon was left-handed if he knew. He said he don't fuck with him because he left. Now you see that goes that power fans making up shit. That's not what he said. What he said is that he didn't know him enough to give a fuck about it. That's totally different from what you're saying. There's a difference. If you're a little kid and you don't remember much of him, then you like, I mean, I can't really shed tears for the nigga because I didn't know him. Opposed to you not liking him because he left your mom. It's not the same shit. What if Raising Kanan ends with Marvin in a bang out with the feds and gets hit and survives, but before he gets discharged from the hospital, the feds automatically arrest him and Jukebox breaks down. Shit, that'll be a double L for that nigga. Hey, it's not bad though, I wouldn't say that's out of the realm of possibility. Was Defcon the other criminal partner with it? I know you talking about the Crackle character, I'm guessing. I thought about it, but who knows? They didn't have that as one of his alias when we were seeing the screen for that Howard was showing. They had what? Defcon, the Great White, and what was the other one? I think he had three.
I don't. I'm not so certain there was even a crackle.
What's up, Smith?
I just didn't get that from Wendell Pierce's interview that he was talking about an actual character.
Well, I didn't even see the interview, so honestly, I can't speak too much on it because I haven't seen it.
Now he could have been talking too much. Sometimes they do say I think a little too much, but the way he did it, it was like between him and Erica Woods, they had to create their own backstory to understand their characters more. That's what I took away from that. And I could be totally wrong. It would be interesting to see somebody named Crackle enter the story with 3 episodes left. But I think it's safe to say, and before we leave this Defcon thing, that he died or something while Kanan was still a baby, based on what Vernon said.
Right.
And Breeze being really, but Breeze said that he knew him. Because then he originally asked Kanan, did you ever see him or did you know him? How did he put it? Did he say, did you ever see him or know him?
Hold on, you talking about Breeze when he was speaking to him?
When he was talking to Kanan about Defcon, what did he ask him? Did you ever see him or did you ever know him?
I think he said he know him.
Okay. And he himself was too young to give a fuck about him, right?
Right.
So he would have been gone soon after he got in prison.
I would say so. So we know he went in at 74. He probably died maybe 75, 76.